First of all, obviously, thanks everybody for coming today. I really appreciate it. You know, Bill is rarely wrong. He'll tell you that himself. But he is wrong about one thing, and that is that I'm the primary guy getting this done. It's just not true. I mean, look at this room. The room is filled to the rafters with people. The city, we could go through and probably in every neighborhood in the city pick out people who have made this possible over the course of the last 5 years, 7 years for me, and the last 50, 70, 100 years for this city. And so for that, I think that you ought to give yourselves a round of applause, and for those who couldn't make it here today, for us to be here today. So thank you all very much. It's obviously an historic day here. The return of professional soccer is finally here. We're really, really excited about it. It's something new and different for us on the men's side to be able to have a positive press conference, as those of you who've been through this journey with us over the last 5 years know about, in dealing with MLS and everything that's gone down with that. There's been a huge amount of work, like I said earlier, into making this a reality. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank the folks at Anheuser-Busch, because the reason we're standing in this room, the reason literally in this room, and the reason that we're all in any room talking about a professional men's team here is because of this facility and what Anheuser-Busch did to make this a reality. And so obviously our sincere, heartfelt thanks go out to them, because they did what they've always done, which is promote soccer in St. Louis and do what's in the best interest of the community. So again, to Anheuser-Busch, thank you very much. This new league for us, the NASL, as we announced a few weeks ago, is the right opportunity for us and for St. Louis to return to pro soccer. Unlike its predecessor, the USL, this league will be owned by the teams and managed by the teams, controlled by the teams. And that's what needs to happen. If you look at the success of MLS and any other league out there, that's what needs to happen. And so as we got together and decided to form our own league and apply to the federation and basically go our own direction, the question was always what to call the league. And I think everybody around the table always wanted to go back to something as successful as the NASL and loved the name, but it's one of those things where I'm a lawyer, and so you always think, well, somebody's got that mark, right? Somebody owns that trademark, somebody owns that name. There's no way we'll ever get it. And so we're sitting there, and because you never know what can happen, somebody just Googles the name, and sure enough, it comes up that 3 months before whoever owned it had let it go dormant. And so we were able to pick up the NASL name, and we feel great about it because I think it signifies obviously all the great history that you see in this room and also across the country with soccer. And we think that it's a proper and fitting name for this new league, and we feel obviously great about it. And we're going to be committed to developing players in this league that can go on to the next level, can go on to Europe and play and be very, very successful. And as we introduce the team that we've assembled, I think you'll see why that is a major focus for us. So I think it's time to unveil the name and logo. I will say this: we do have a lot on our plate today. Normally, we wouldn't do what is in essence probably 6 press conferences in one with all the announcements that we have, but we felt it was best to get the information out there and really get to work, because our new league does start in late March, early April, so we've got a heck of a lot to do between now and then. So I'll apologize early on, especially to the journalists in the room, for the overflow of information today. But we have a lot of announcements. The first one that we have is our name and logo, and I think I'll cue the room up there to give you a look at where we're going. So there it is. Little explanation on the name. Obviously, it's AC St. Louis with a fantastic logo. The name, we wanted to keep something extremely traditional and really highlight St. Louis. We didn't want, any other real nickname. Soccer, as you all know, is tribal, and we wanted this to be all about this city, this county, this entire region of St. Louis. So we wanted to keep it very, very simple. We also wanted to obviously pay homage to the Missouri Athletic Club for the role that they have played, and so Athletic Club of St. Louis is what we felt fit, and that's the name that we'll be going with. We feel really, really good about it. Obviously, the logo, we feel like the logo is very simple, and it instantly will be associated with St. Louis, as it's an offshoot of the fleur-de-lis. I'd like to thank obviously Kiku Obata and Bill McDermott, who were the driving forces behind designing the logo. We really think it says everything. They call it the flame-de-lis. It's a fleur-de-lis outlined by the arch, which is in the traditional soccer shield. The basis is the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of St. Louis, with a flame in the middle, which is obviously a tip of the hat to the 1904 Olympic flame. And we think it's something unique, but something that very clearly says St. Louis. So that's what we did. And obviously, the star that you saw when you see the full badge says AC St. Louis. The star in the middle is obviously to pay tribute to the St. Louis Stars and everybody that came before us. So that's the explanation of the logo. And obviously, thanks to everybody who played a role in putting it together.